atmosphere, visible to the naked eye. In fact, some astronomers are calling 2013 the year of the comet as they identify more and more of these snowballs flying through space. Does it, though, raise questions about our safety here on Earth?
It's happening again. A big space rock the size of a city block is expected to head our way next hour. But don't worry, because there's no danger of it hitting us. We know that this meteor exploded over Russia just a month ago, last month. And now we have this, and there was an asteroid last weekend. Is this just sort of a weird time? And should we be concerned about a potential impact?
News today in Argentina, at least 50 people are dead and thousands more have been forced to flee their homes because of heavy storms and flash flooding. Buenos Aires and La Plata have been hit with the heaviest rains on record.
It looks much like New Orleans looked after Katrina.
2 people have been killed and 8 remain missing after heavy rain and flooding devastated Peru. Authorities in the South American country have pledged emergency aid and assistance.
The Russian city being eaten alive, cars, buses, and trucks disappear beneath the earth as they are swallowed by giant sinkholes. Citizens of Samara live in daily fear of the ground disappearing beneath them. Dozens of holes have sprung up across the city in recent weeks.
Dead fish are washing up along the Lake Erie shoreline. What are they telling you about the amount of dead fish? It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Pretty unbelievable to be down here and to see all these dead fish. It's the worst fish die-off experts say we've seen in decades.
Fish are turning up dead in a popular central Wisconsin fishing spot.
This is all happening at the Big Oak Plain Reservoir just outside Mosinee. All the dead fish there are causing quite a smell.
Thousands of birds mysteriously dove straight into the ground.
As many as 5,000, according to military estimates.
Now, with another situation that's happened on the south side where the earth has literally opened up.
That is a sinkhole right there. There are 3 vehicles in that hole.
They've happened here and across the country. Mysterious booming noises that for the most part have gone unexplained.
No one seems to know what is causing these weird booms. Not police, not scientists, not even the military. People all over the United States are hearing and feeling mysterious loud booms. Howe has documented booms in 25 different regions across the country.
And we start with the loud boom heard by many and so far explained by none.
That's right. It turns out those booms were heard not just here in the tri-state, but all across the country. So, what is it?
A huge explosion. You definitely knew it wasn't a firework going off. Because I've never heard anything like it. It's like very disturbing.
We're following a developing story right now that has people in several counties in our viewing area wondering, what was that sound? Dozens of you have let us know about a loud boom or explosion between 6:30 and 8:30 tonight. We can rule out an earthquake at this point.
Thousands of residents of the Argentine city of Santiago del Estero in the early hours of Sunday morning caught a glimpse of a suspected meteor that lit up the sky above the city.
From Australia to Norway, Japan to the U.S., thousands of people have reported seeing unidentified flying objects.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And produced pictures they're convinced can prove it. Believers assembled a few blocks from the White House to present their findings, including a former Canadian defense minister.
I say without equivocation, we are not alone in the cosmos. We have neighbors. We should try to get to understand them.
At least 30 people are dead after a powerful earthquake strikes Iran, just miles from the country's only nuclear power station. Small villages in the area have been devastated.
A powerful earthquake rocked southwestern Japan this morning. The magnitude 6.3 quake struck near the port city of Kobe. At least 23 people were injured.
A major earthquake has struck a region near the Iran-Pakistan border. The U.S. Geological Survey says the quake measured 7.8. Iranian state television is reporting that at least 40 people have been killed.
Following breaking news, talking about the earthquakes. They hit Oklahoma early this morning, overnight from 2 a.m. to the latest one at 5:15.
New warnings for the middle of the country. More tornadoes expected across the Midwest. And this is happening everywhere.
There were 16 of them tearing through northern Texas Wednesday, including this EF4 monster with winds up to 200 miles an hour. This is what's left. Piles of rubble, shattered walls, and shattered dreams.
A 2-mile-wide tornado has swept through a southern suburb of Oklahoma City in the U.S.
The tornado was reportedly 2 miles wide, something you don't see very often. Nearly unprecedented in the area.
You say this is unlike any tornado you've ever seen.
The tornado grew to a size I've never seen before, close to a mile wide at times, and it was just so sad.
28 tornadoes that touched down around the area in Oklahoma, Kansas, Illinois, Iowa.
It could go down as one of the deadliest tornadoes in American history.
One of the worst tornadoes in history.
Extreme and now deadly weather this holiday weekend. Flash flooding and record rain in the south.
Dangerous flash floods have taken over the city.
They've told us they've never seen anything like this before.
Just a short time ago, reports of a possible tornado touching down in Victoria, Texas. That's south of all of that rain. And in the Northeast tonight, as snow plows clearing the roads in Lake Placid, New York, and elsewhere. What is going on?
Large parts of the US have been placed on alert with fears a powerful weather system could trigger a new round of deadly tornadoes. Several twisters have already hit, and authorities warn 60 million Americans are in the storm's path.
Dangerous tornado tearing up Kansas. Within an hour, there was another even larger. In Erie, Pennsylvania, a rare tornado damaged buildings and toppled power lines. Some 21 reported tornadoes in 24 hours. Watches and warnings cover several states as severe storms target the same communities devastated last week.
Breaking news overnight, a lethal tornado outbreak in Oklahoma, a state already reeling from that rare EF5 twister that nearly erased the city of Moore.
It's hard to believe, but we've had tornadoes on the ground and aloft in the following places tonight: Oklahoma City, Joplin, Missouri, Moore, Oklahoma, and St. Louis, Missouri. It is an incredible line of violent weather.
I've talked to old-timers who've lived here their entire lives, and they tell me they've never seen a 2-week period like this in Oklahoma ever.
Are we in the time, the season, the moment in time where some of this prophecy is being fulfilled right in front of our eyes? Wars and rumors of war. For nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be earthquakes in various places. And there will be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows. In fact, I am alarmed at what I see.